Hello, once again in an Azurpoly aircraft, and this time the Azurpoly CM170 Fouga Magister. It's a French built 1950s jet trainer, V-tail, two small jet engines, and well, you can call it beautiful or but ugly. In any case, it's very much fun to fly. So we're gonna do the Mach loop again, but this time not with the transall, but with this one. It's a small jet, it's faster, so let's see. This is an Irish Air Corps livery. There's more liveries, of course, delivered with this aircraft. Okay, first we're gonna close the caps. This one and this one. We have a EFB here that we can move over here. Is there something that you have to do? No, this is all fine. You can color some smoke if you want. Let's make it green, Irish green smoke. And we can trigger hydraulic pressure should we like some challenges. Okay, first of all, battery generator. We have some radio stuff over here. General intercom, radio stuff. Fuel dumps are over here. This aircraft does not have a lot of fuel, so 1.5 hours tops, I guess. That's about it. Where's my starter? There should be a starter here. Ah, here it is, the starter. And on the left side we have some other light stuff. And landing lights here. Flap switch. Some cabin air settings. Navigation is on. Yeah, that's flashing. Okay. Here we have the fuels and the ignition switches, which are in the fuel levers. So what you do to start this one, you go to the right. Start to right. You heard it coming up. And it will slowly spool up. Get over the first thing, then we add the fuel and then add ignition. So the lever and then the red button. When it's running, then the starter is set to off again. Then I can close the ignition, but of course keep the engine, the fuel flowing. Left engine, starter on, so marker button, marker light, sorry, button. It's also coming up. Here it's spooling. We add fuel and we add ignition. In the meantime, you can add the pitot heat, the gyro compass. Now we don't have a GPS in this thing, but we can use, as Azurpoly always puts a map in there, but only with flown route, not planned route. So I'm gonna take the Mach loop over here, but it's basically by heart. So that's gonna suck. Engine's running, ignition off. It's small things that I like. You know what I like? A landing light in the nose. Look at this. Cute it. Okay. Parking brakes off. The first thing what this aircraft is going to do is empty its tip tanks and then its main tanks. No idea where I'm going. They're low to the ground. It's almost a go-kart. I think I have to go there. Two flap settings. Or 3 if you count to 0. So flaps 1 for takeoff. And what's also fun on this aircraft, like the Transall, air brakes. Above the wings, they flip out. Very nifty for landing and slowing down. Powering up. Here we go. Knots. Already can start a bit of a rotate. Here we go. Gear in. Flaps up. And then the light off. Full throttle. We're looking at 24,000 RPM. The engines. Gonna pull that back for around 2000. That's the cruising setting. It's also a turtle setting. This aircraft is not fast. Don't even remember if this is knots or kph, but in any case, I think it's knots. So 250 knots is about it. For a jet, that's peanuts, of course. We have smoke. That's one of the special things in here. You can arm it, of course, unless you buy it in the marketplace, but then you can download the patch from the Azurpoly site so that you can still arm it. It's a nice feature, but it's only visuals. Smoke on. Here we have it. Again, as freeze at the same point that we had. Transall. Green smoke. Anyway, we're at the town. Watch it. It's a bit slippery if you're not paying attention. Oh, there's also a smoke button here. It's a fun little jet to just fuff around in. With those straight wings it's not fast, of course. Not talking about big fighter jet kind of stuff. I'm guessing this does the same speed as a Mustang or a Lightning or a Hellcat or some such. Again, I'm confused, but I think that's the one. Oop. I'm always confused at the turning point. If I'm correct or not. I think this is it. Yeah, because there's the lake. It's a bit of a screaming turtle, this aircraft, because I said 300 knots is not fast when I'm flying in cruise suit setting. But it is nice and nimble. It's a fun little crate to fly. Follow the road. In any case, easier than Transall here. And I've lost the road. Where am I at? I've took a corner because that's where the river is. Yeah, that's where I should have been. Never mind. Picking up the river here. For your basic, I would just want to fly somewhere fun with some speed. This is a hoot of an aircraft. Nice that I can follow my own shade here. Following the road now. I think we go over there. Yeah, because this is the turnout. The northern tip. Here through the pass, if I'm correct. Yeah, and here we come out again. Okay, take some altitude. Say about it visually what you want. It does have some character on it. fun bird. And make no mistake, she handles like a proper jet. She's just not fast. So back over the river, towards the sea. You go high as well. There's a little faucet over here for the oxygen. So basically you can go as high as you like. But I think soaring through valleys and canyons is more of my thing with this aircraft. Lots of fun. And well modeled, all in all. What I like about Azurpoly is that they do their own stuff on instrumentation. For instance, like A2A, that's another level, but of course, but okay. So all these gauges are not reading, as to speak, from the MSFS stuff, but via the SDK they made their own instrumentation. Does make it more authentic. So I'm not knowledgeable on those points, but when they say it, I'm sure it's part of it is sales, but I like that they do it anyways. Behavior can be a bit funny on the rudders because of the detail. Basically like the same as the Bonanza A2A. Remember that from P3D. And here's our airfield again. Okay, landing light on. Gonna slow her down. And to do that, I'll pull these things out. You'll see my speed going down, down, down. Gear down. Flaps 1. Speed brakes in. Where's my nose wheel? Gear up. Gear down. This is new. I've never had these before. Nose wheel malfunction. There it comes. Must be pressure. Air pressure. Speed. Speed too high. Fun. Never knew this had it. In it. This functionality. This is fun. Brakes are in. Flaps are set 1. Flaps 2. It's full flaps. A bit off the track, but we'll manage that. land, I can pull the speed brakes again. You have to land a bit at speed, not too much. Pulling throttle, flaring out, speed brakes. Keep the nose here. And there we are. Brakes in, flaps up. Good stuff. Poor attempt of a turn. Was way too fast, so the nose wheel skids along. Let's not get stuck here. Some nice outside noise if you pull the hood open. Parking brake on. The second cockpit, of course. Also, where are you? Yeah. Fun thing, the instructor has a telescope. I don't know how this was used, but it's not working, unfortunately. But you can take an instructor's seat, should you wish to. From this short hop, we can also see the tip tanks went fairly fast. Center tank also already a bit. So it is quite thirsty. We had almost a quarter of our fuel in just one long Mach loop on cruise settings. So, in any case, pull the fuel. Systems down, and that's it. Fun little aircraft. I very much like the Azurpoly stuff. They're doing a Bronco, an OV-10 Bronco, which I'm so excited about. Can't wait to have that here. Anyway, Mach loop in the Azurpoly CM170 Fouga Magister. Thanks for watching. See you soon.